Hi, Essential Oils 101. It is Coach Megan. I'm here tonight on Thursday night to talk to you guys about something that you could totally toss. So this is something I'm really passionate about. And it took me a long time to jump on this bandwagon, but once I did, I was totally hooked. So we're going to talk tonight about deodorant. And I know this is a smelly topic. So what I want to talk to you guys about is the chemicals that are in store-bought deodorant. So there's deodorant and there's antiperspirant. And I'm going to challenge you guys to toss them all. I don't have any left anymore to throw away to show you guys, but I definitely did my research on it. And what I'm going to tell you guys might scare you a little bit, but I hope that it scares you enough to give this a try. So Americans spend approximately $18 billion on a year on antiperspirant and deodorant. That's insane. So deodorant started in 1888, and about 15 years later they created antiperspirant. In the early mid-1900s, the idea of using regular deodorant all the time came into play when women started to come into the workforce, because there was a lot of exploiting of that female fear of smelling bad. So it became very in vogue during that time, and sales reached $1 million by 1927. So the whole idea, antiperspirants kill off bacteria in the armpit area. So obviously it's, bacteria that has an odor. But these body bacteria that are on your armpit are actually important for your health. So something interesting that I found out is antiperspirant actually can cause you to smell stronger. And what I mean by that is because it may actually increase the odor, because it increases that odor producing bacteria in your armpits. So sweat smells because the bacteria living in your armpits breaks down with the amino acids, and that has an odor. Antiperspirants use antibacterial agents to kill the bacteria, and it uses aluminum to stop you to block your sweat glands from sweating. So that part, like if the only takeaway you get from this is to get rid of your antiperspirant and switch to a deodorant only, that would be a very small step that would at least be very, very good for your health, because aluminum is very scary in your body. It's a heavy metal, and it totally wreaks havoc in your body. You do not want to have aluminum in your body. So just think about how it's blocking your sweat glands. So the research shows that the change in the bacterial balance actually leads to worse smell. So your body has this natural balance of bacteria. Same thing in your stomach. You know how when you take an antibiotic, it messes with the bacteria, the good bacteria in your stomach, and you need to take a probiotic to build that back up. Same concept, which is what is going on in your armpit. So aluminum antiperspirants accumulate in the breast tissue. So this, if you are a woman, I want you to really think about this, especially women. Aluminum actually causes alterations to the DNA. Seriously, aluminum changes your DNA. It interferes with estrogen receptors, and it is in your breast cells. So I want you to really think about, where is your armpit? How close is it to your glands? How close is it to your breast tissue? Do you really want parabens and aluminum that close to your breast tissue? So that brings me to parabens. So parabens are in all deodorants, unless it says paraben free, which very few do. So aluminum is in the antiperspirants because that's what stops you from actually sweating, and the parabens are in both. So parabens, we've talked about several times. It does all kinds of not so nice things in your body as well. But what I want to highlight here is this research that I read about from 2012 found that they did a study on 40 mastectomies, so tissue from 40 mastectomies, and they found 99% of the tissue in 160 samples had parabens in them. So these women went for a mastectomy, 40 women, and out of that 160 samples from those 40 women, they found that 99% had parabens stored in the breast tissue. So I'm not saying that it 100% causes cancer, but what I am saying is that there is a growing collection of research that suggests caution is warranted when it comes to parabens, and here we are spreading it right next to our breast tissue. So basically, you know, deodorant and antiperspirants are a choice. It is why take that risk? So I honestly was in your position. Hi Linda, hi Sharon. A couple of years ago, and I remember saying to my husband, because he actually switched before I did, and I remember saying, "Oh, none of the natural deodorants work for me. Forget it. I'll take my risk." And I look back now, and I'm like, "What? I can't even believe I would say that. I can't even believe I would say that, because I'm telling you that they do work. You just have to find the right one for you, and it may take you a couple trials." Hi, Mom. So, let's talk for a second about why just sweating in general is important and why do we sweat, right? So the strong smells are related to your body detoxing chemicals. So if you are on this journey with me and you're detoxing the chemicals out of your body and your food and out of your house, you're not going to have as strong an odor as you did before when all these toxins were in your body and you're having to sweat them out, is one thing. Also, when you ditch the deodorant, it takes a few months. I will be honest with you, it's going to take a few months for it to detox out of your body, and then you'll realize that you actually don't smell that bad. You will smell bad at the beginning because that deodorant is masking and stopping all the sweat and causing all these chemicals in your body, and you got to get them out. But once you do, it's really not that bad. So why do we sweat? We sweat because your body's regulating your temperature. Pretty important, right? And it's eliminating the toxins to support your immune system. So sweat actually helps kill viruses and bacteria. So if there is viruses, bacteria in that area, that's another reason why you're sweating. So I encourage you guys to toss it and try going the natural route. Hi, Sandra. So here's what I'm going to tell you today. Young Living's deodorant, mine has some stuff on it, does not it's paraben free, obviously no aluminum or any other heavy metals or toxins or any of that crud. They have two. I particularly like the Mountain Mist. It is nice and tingly. I like the way it feels really fresh. So the Young Living one has coconut oil, lemon, beeswax, vitamin E, clove, peppermint, rosemary, and eucalyptus. It is more similar to a regular deodorant. It's pretty thick and hard. So you can melt it a little bit with your blow dryer before putting it on. Or you can do what I do, which is I actually make my own natural deodorant, put it on first, and then I add this on top to kind of seal it in. And I keep one in my purse because, yes, I do have to reapply a couple of times throughout my day, especially in the Arizona heat, if it's 120 degrees. Yes, I sweat. I'm detoxing. That's normal. It's okay. We can do this. We can do this, ladies. We can sweat. It's okay. So I just keep one in my purse. No big deal. You know, when I go to the bathroom, I might just put a little extra on. No big deal. I don't have anybody in my life that's like, woo, we smell you from a mile away, Megan. But I do reapply when it's really hot out. This time of year, I'm good. So it's minty and refreshing. It's white, but it goes on clear, so there's no residue. And it's portable, which is really nice. So my DIY one is not as portable, but I absolutely love it. It works really, really well for me. So this is what it looks like. You can put it in an old deodorant container. I'm just not that fancy and haven't taken the time to figure that out yet. But you can kind of see what the consistency of mine is like. It's softer, it's not hard, but it's not like dripping either. So what I will tell you, it's really important when you're going to use any sort of natural deodorant, is you can't just put it like right here in the middle. You need to cover the entire area because you have, you know, receptors in all that area. So you're going to be sure to cover the whole area. So my DIY one has coconut oil, and then I added, more recently, I've revised my recipe a little bit to add some shea butter, which hardens it a little bit. So coconut oil, shea butter, cornstarch, baking soda, and then 20 drops of essential oil. So you can decide which essential oils you want. Purification is a great one because that's going to naturally help to fight any of the odors, just like it does in the air. Lavender is awesome, and frankincense because it's really soothing on your skin. Or you can go like, I love geranium. I love the smell of geranium. So I have geranium and peppermint. Actually smells so good in mine. Is that weird that I'm smelling my deodorant? It's kind of weird. It does smell really good though. So you just melt it, and I just put a little bit on, and then I just rub it around with my fingers, and then I wash my hands. And I make sure that it's dry before I put my clothes on, because coconut oil and shea butter can leave a stain if you're wearing like silk or something like that. So, but this one is great to travel with if you're going to like a hotel or something, because you just put your little top on it, but it's not exactly that portable for, you know, if you want to throw it in your purse, but this one is. So I challenge you guys, try it out. Give it some time though, because yes, the first 30 days, maybe even the first 60 days, you're detoxing all that crap out, and you will smell a little bit. So make sure you have an extra one in your purse. I did not forget to shave my armpits, Sandra. I'm getting earthy, crunchy, but I am not yet growing hair in my arm. You never know though, you never know. Getting pretty earthy, crunchy around here. Just kidding. Totally lost my train of thought, but that's what I have for you guys today. So toss your deodorant. Let me know what your stories have been, trials and tribulations. Go ahead, let us know what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you. I can tell you that I tried a ton of the big name brand ones that are natural from the natural food stores, and I did not have the same success that I have had with these. And I think the key has been the essential oils, because I want to smell good at the same time, and that purification can cut down on that smell as well. So have a great night, everybody, and I will see you guys next week for another Throwaway Thursday. Bye-bye.